to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria.
Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. What's this? Smack.
To the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Count it. And a win. And a win. Brian Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors. And they...
All right, welcome back to game number 2 of this tri-match. Is the Harlingen South Lady Hawks in the orange uniforms you see on your screen there. They are getting set to take on the Laredo United South Lady Panthers, who just fell in 4 sets to the Sherryland Lady Rattlers. Kevin Naro on the call for game number 2. We're about set to get things rolling from Sherryland High School, home of the Lady Rattlers. Game 2 of the tri-match, as the Lady Hawks are getting set to get things going. And we are underway. I have a couple of special guests join us. United South with the early lead. We're going to have Ava Garza join us from the Sherryland Lady Rattlers. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
There you go. Headset.
There you go.
Okay. There you go. Ava was having a hard time putting the headset on.
Don't call me out.
What's up? It's
Don't
okay.
call
You're not the first. You're not the first to have trouble fixing the headset. We're gonna adjust our cameras here a bit. 1-1 your score with Harlingen South and Laredo United South. So, Ava Garza, how's the season been so far for you guys?
Personally, I feel like we've all been doing our hardest. You know, we have some flukes, but besides that, I feel like the season is going to have a great outcome for all of us.
You guys were at the Pound Fest this past weekend. When it was all said and done, when we looked at the lineup and how many teams were there and who was competing in it, that was one of the tougher tournaments we've seen in some time. Did you guys feel the same way?
Yes, we definitely got the tougher teams, but we also got the easy teams. But, I mean, yeah, just those flukes. But besides that, I feel like personally we tried our hardest, but it just wasn't good enough.
And when she says flukes, she just means by just games that maybe have gotten away a little bit, games that maybe didn't go your way. I know Saturday morning, right out of the gate, you guys had McAllen Memorial. And how tough was that game? I mean, it was, I think, a 9 a.m. game?
Yeah, it was at 9 a.m., but very cold. But personally, like, it's just once you get in that moment, you're just so happy to be playing that you don't really feel it, but...
McAllen Memorial, Sherryland, Mac High, McAllen Rowe, Pioneer, all in this district. Last year, this district was tough as nails. This year, it's probably even tougher.
Yeah, we have more.
You have 2 more, yeah. And it's just as tough as it was last year. A lot of y'all are back from last year. What's the mindset, going into the off season, not qualifying for the playoffs, and then taking that into the off season?
Well, we learned and we grow. We learned that from last year. We definitely tried, but it didn't come out to what we expected. But this year, I feel like we definitely have a chance that if we just play our game and we play what we know, we'll be good.
How much motivation went into that offseason last year from just being at home and not being in the playoffs where you felt you guys belonged?
Yeah, we definitely felt very, like, what's the word, left out. You know, we definitely thought that we deserved to be there, but it wasn't our all. We didn't give our all.
This year, brand new team, a clean slate for everybody. You guys, again, in a tough district where everyone's a year older, you guys are a year older, a year wiser. Just how much more competitive is it going to be this year? And we saw a little bit of that this past weekend with the 3 McAllens there and with you all there in that same district.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, those teams they're very difficult and they're very hard. But if we just play our game, it all works out. It all flows with the rhythm. It just all works out.
What are some things that you felt that you guys improved on from last year?
Honestly, like the energy. Last year we definitely weren't as motivated and felt like we could do it. But this year, now that we've all grown together, we've all grown within a year, we definitely feel as if we can all push through this year.
What was your off season like? What was Ava Garza's off season? How was it?
Last year it wasn't really that good for me. I felt like I wasn't really an asset. But this year I feel like I can become and I can grow, and now that I'm growing with the team, I definitely feel like more of an asset and I feel way better as a player. Anything
you did over the off season that you maybe wanted to work on or fine tune?
Definitely just the communication. Like, it's once you're in the game and you don't communicate, it never works out. And I feel like if we all communicate, we'll all be good.
So you worked on your communication? Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yeah. This year, that's all I've been doing. Like, I'm just working on talking as much, talking as loud, and just getting the energy up.
You play travel ball?
I'm gonna this year with Venom, yes.
Okay. And what's that like? To walk us through the summers when you go through the Donna League. You guys are very familiar with the Venom League. I like going to those matches. I know it doesn't count, but in a way, you guys build the chemistry. You work on some things. Do y'all feel the same way when you guys enter those summer leagues?
Yeah, when we enter those summer leagues, like, it's just all fun because it's not really. Yes, there's competition, but there's not really like, oh, if we don't win this, it's the end of the world,
Right.
That's why I love the Venom Leagues. It's just so much fun. We all have, like, and it's great practice for season 2.
Right, yeah, that's what.
It shows you what you have in front of you.
That's how I feel, especially, with you guys, especially because a lot of you all are back. So maybe what were some goals that y'all set this summer? Maybe some things you guys wanted to get accomplished, or maybe as a team you guys wanted to work on over the summer?
We wanted to work on our, just our communication. That was just our biggest thing, just communication. The lack of energy when, just a team bond, basically. Mm-hmm. We just all wanted to grow together and just come out as one.
You guys in school yet?
Yeah, we're in school. We started yesterday.
Yesterday? What was first day like?
Oh, my God. It's so tiring, because you're there all day, and then you just have practice at the end till like 6:30, and you just want to go home. Yeah,
because last week with the games you had last week, Tuesday and in the Pound Fest, there was no school, so a little bit of change in schedule.
Yeah, it was definitely better.
What grade are you in this year? Forgive me.
I'm going to be a junior.
You're going to be a junior this year? Junior year?
Mm-hmm.
So a tri-match, these are unique where there's three separate games. You go 3 out of 5. So we're like I told everybody watching, we're going to be here a while. Mm-hmm. What do you guys take from tri-matches?
Well, we haven't had a tri-match in a good while. Like, I don't think since season, honestly. So today we won those 2 sets easy, and then we went to the 3rd set, and they really got to us. And then we realized, okay, we got to bring up the energy, we got to bring up everything, and then we really pulled through in the last set.
That was going to be my next question. Was in the time I've seen you guys over the last few years, that was more. You guys look very flat, at least in my eyes.
It was
very
terrible. It was terrible, but we pushed through, and we got out of our heads, and then we just came out.
And it's crazy because in a sport like this, in a sport like basketball, where you guys can go on a quick 5-0 run, 10-0 run, and all of a sudden the whole match changes or the set changes. Was it that they got off to such a good start, 6-0 early, and
I think they came out. They're also a very good team. They're very what's the word? Like, they go for everything. They're very good. So they had the same mindset as us. They got us 2-1. Just might as well pull through and just win this set, But they had the same mindset.
What changed in that fourth set?
That fourth set, we realized, okay, we're down. Let's just play the game that we know how to play and then get back up. But yeah.
So on a game day for you, what's your routine? Do you have any special meal, any music? What's your game day routine?
For me, I try not meals. I try not to eat because I eat, definitely eat, but I try not to binge because when I binge, I am just all down. I just feel so heavy and just terrible. And then we all before the game, we'll all go to our locker room. We get our speaker. We play the loudest songs ever, and we just all jam out and we just dance. We get as warm as possible, and it's just the best. It's the best, pregame.
What's on the pregame list?
Oh, a lot of Taylor Swift.
Lot
of Taylor Swift. Yeah, that, and also what else? Drake. A lot. Our team loves Drake.
Of course,
it's
of course.
Crazy. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's good.
His new album, yeah. Yeah, good or bad?
He's had better.
Okay, I agree. He's had better.
Definitely old Drake.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. What's your favorite song on the new album?
For the new one? Sticky. I love Sticky. It gives me that one. That one's the only one that I love that
really?
We can really play in the pregame.
On the latest album?
Yeah, on the latest album.
Not Jimmy Cooks?
Oh my God, I hear Jimmy
Or
Cooks
is it
all
or
the
is this
time.
overplayed?
I hear Jimmy Cooks all the time and it's so overplayed and it's just whatever.
Cause see, I think that's probably the better one on the album, really.
Yeah, I'd say so.
12-9, United South with the lead in the opening set. This is a best of 5. Junior Ava Garcia joining us. Before we let you go, what are some goals that you set for yourself this year?
Personally, I want to do mind over body because you really don't realize you can train as much as you do, but it's quality over quantity. You could train as much as you want, but just no matter if you get good reps, it'll all work out. But that's just all I want this year, just good reps, nothing drops basically. That's what I try to go by, but
Right. And as a libero, it's
yeah, as a libero it's way harder. But because that's your only spot.
Right.
That's your only spot.
Right.
That's all you need to do. So.
And then for people that might not know the game as well, you see a pitcher in softball, you see maybe a point guard in basketball, but then you see or a goalie in soccer, and then you see a libero in volleyball. Just how unique is the position?
You definitely feel you get bored, of course, when it's not
bored.
You get bored when nothing's coming to you, but then once you get that good hit towards you and you pick it up, it's the best feeling. You feel like you did something, and it feels really good. And yeah.
You've always played that position?
Well, right now I'm a DS. It's Becca. She's our libero. She's super good too, and we just both rotate off. It's not the same, but yeah, that's what I've always played ever since I was little. I've always just been defense.
And then as a team, what were some goals that when the season started, August 1st, Coach Castillo, I'm sure he met with you guys, but what was the goals that you guys set as a team?
He just wants us to grow more, not individually, but as a team. He wants us to, work together and just play our spots to the best of our abilities. And yeah.
And going back to the district, before I let you go, we can keep talking. What game are you looking forward to the most on the district schedule? Because there's so many.
I know there's so many. Honestly, I'm thinking more McAllen schools, just McAllen. That's our best. That's where those schools are the only times that we're okay, let's play our game, let's play what we need to play, just to make it a playoffs. But I'm really excited for Memorial. I would say Memorial.
Of the three McAllens, what's the toughest gym to play in?
Gym?
gym? What's the toughest one to play in of the 3?
Definitely Memorial. Oh my
Really?
God, their roof is terrible. Like all those little swinging things that you have, it's just like the ball goes in there, you lose it, and it's just.
And it's
Yeah.
loud.
I mean, just like ours, our gym Raptors are so low.
Right. Well, that's what I was telling people. There's a fan, there's
Yeah.
lights, there's
And
an
then
AC unit,
There's the lights.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible.
So Ava Garza joining us here. Thank you for joining us. In the second set, we're going to have Kanesha join us. So in the
Yes.
second set, you'll come on and we'll talk some more volleyball. So when we come back, Lady Hawks and United South doing battle on Real Sports Live. Before we go, any shout-outs?
Shout-outs?
Any shout-outs?
My mom, my dad, anybody that's ever helped me get here. Just my family and my coaches. They're great.
Ava Garza, junior here at Sherryland. Congrats on the win. And, tell
Okay.
Kanesha she's going to come back on the second set. when
Thank
we come
you.
back. Thank you.
Has to offer. Our Offices of Economic Development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Welcome back. 16-14, Laredo United South with the lead. Trying to fix our camera here. It's a little blurry, so we're working on that as we speak. And then in the second set, we're going to have Kanesha Martinez join us here on the broadcast. This opening match, even keeled between these two. I'm going to go to a split screen. We're going to try and solve this screen here. It's a little blurry, so we're going to step aside for a brief moment.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment,
Sample Lead ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. (20-16), Laredo United South with the lead in the opening set. And Ava Garza join us live. And in the second set, Kanesha Martinez will join us. 21-16, Laredo United South with the lead when we come back.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We're the Lifer Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Welcome back. 21-16 the score. Laredo United South with the lead in the opening set. Lady Hawks trying to battle back. Be sure to follow us on our social media sites at Real Sports Live on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. 23-16 United South. And United South just 1 point away from taking the opening set against the Lady Hawks. Adiola with the serve, and that's the first set, 25-16. United South takes the first set when we come back on Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
All right, welcome back. Down over in Harlingen, the Lady Cards won the opening set. CC Vets won the second set. So it's a 25-23 in the opening set. Went to the Lady Cardinals, and in the second set, CC Vets took that one 25-21. So they are currently in the third set down in Harlingen. And then 6:30, just a couple of minutes away, Brownsville, St. Joe, and La Villa will lock horns, and that game will be on the Brownsville St. Joe channel. So be sure to follow us on our social media sites at Real Sports Live on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And Kanesha Martinez, she's excited.
We want to take a selfie with you.
Oh, yeah, of course, of course. Laredo United South. Took the opening set. And the Lady Hawks strike first. That one out of the back row. And we're tied up at 1, so as promised, Kanesha Martinez joining us. What's going on?
Hi.
Good?
Yeah.
1-1 your score here in the second set. Good block at the net, and United South goes up 2-1. So how's your season been so far?
Well, it's been pretty good, actually. I really love my team, the way we get along, and we actually have really good chemistry. We got, what was it, 2 years ago? Season got cut short because of COVID?
Yes,
I think it was? Yeah,
Yep.
okay. And, well, some, like, incoming freshmen couldn't try out, and, well, when we got back because of COVID, we actually, like, bonded so good. What was it, 5 new girls, I think? 4, 5, yeah, I think it was 4 or 5 new girls, and we all bonded so good. And this year we actually bonded even more, like after those summer league games, or like we would sometimes come to open gym like as a team and like just work on each other, and then we would go to each other's houses, eat, like get in the pool, and actually like it's been pretty good. And then right now that season started, like I don't know, they're literally my family. I like spend more time with them than my mom, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, you see most of them
Yeah.
more often than not. Than you spend more time with them than you do your immediate family for the most
No,
part.
yeah.
Now you're here now, and you're gonna be here for the next 2 hours, more or less.
Yeah. And then tomorrow too, so.
Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. You
we
guys are
already
back in school too, so.
Yeah, it's.
How was your first day?
And it was pretty good.
Yeah?
I mean, the first day is the same. They all repeat like the procedures, like the rules, everything. It's been pretty good.
What classes are you taking? Anything interesting? Anything fun?
I don't like my classes. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to. It's because they messed up my schedule, so I have to wait until like next week so they can switch it. But I'm gonna take what's it called? We have like a rather creative. I don't know if you rather creative, where like we record and like everything.
Okay, cool. Right.
I think and so I'm gonna change to that class so we can do like more what's it called?
Like digital content.
Yeah, like
and-
content.
okay.
Yeah, more content. That's the
So
word.
take pictures.
Yeah,
Is
we
that-
take.
Okay.
That's what we would do last year. Like take pictures of the
Okay.
football games or like
Okay.
pep rallies and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know whoever makes the videos for y'all does a pretty good job.
Yeah, Mr.
Those-
Ochoa.
Yeah, those promo videos and stuff like that on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Is that something you career interest, or is it just something you're
No, well, last year it started. Actually, last year was his first year, and we all started like 3, 4 volleyball girls. We just joined like for fun, and we would go to the football games and like support, but we would also take pictures. So then like people started seeing us, and then they started like wanting to join. So it became a class then, and now like it's a really big group. I like it.
But is that something that you
Oh, I'm not. I'm interested.
Yeah.
No, I
No?
just joined for fun.
Okay.
Like I'm more interested like in like medical, all those things.
Okay. All right. 6-3 is the score. United South with the lead. That one just got over the net, and a 7-3 lead for United South. So you guys are fresh off of the Pound Fest, like I was talking with Ava earlier. Just what were your overall thoughts on the Pound Fest?
I think the first 2 days we did pretty good. Like, well, obviously we started off a little bit cold, but then we started like getting along more, and like we got the rhythm. Because obviously it's not the same like a 3-day tournament, like
Right.
continuous. But and then
Well,
the
it was a
third-
3-day tournament.
Yeah, it was a
Thursday
3-day
for you guys. Thursday, Friday,
and Saturday. Yeah. We were just at Makai the last day.
Right.
But so it took us a while to get in rhythm, but we ended up getting it, and at the end it wasn't the results we wanted, but I think we'll do pretty good starting district.
You know, like we were talking with Ava, and over this past weekend when the tournament was said and done, when we looked at Saturday, we saw you all there, the 3 McAllens,
Yeah.
Harlingen, Los Fresnos, PSJ. That was loaded.
Vela, yeah.
Vela.
Like our whole district was
Your
there.
whole whole district was
Yeah.
there, right? Yeah, your whole district was there.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably, when we were talking about it, that was probably the most stacked that tournament's been on a
Yeah.
Saturday.
No, yeah, it was. It was pretty. Yeah, we actually played all over district, I think, because we played North,
Yes, you played PSJ North.
Rome, Memorial. Like we played most of our district.
So as that was the interesting thing too, was that while you guys will see each other down the road, you want to win those games, but at the same time you kind of don't want to give away too much. Does that make sense?
No, what do you mean?
To where you guys just don't want to show too much. To maybe some things you guys like to do defensively or offensively. To where you guys don't want to show too much, or McAllen's, they might not want to show too much.
Oh,
because you guys are still going to play each other in district.
Yeah.
Is that what you know?
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
like it's different.
Yeah, like I'm
that's
saying,
what you mean.
yeah, you want to win those games. You want to win those
but
matches.
you just don't want to show what you have for district.
Right. Is that kind of the approach you guys took? Or I mean, I would think so.
We can say that.
I mean, I would think so. I mean, you don't want to give away too many secrets, because you guys are going to line up, in about a month, really.
Well, actually, we start district next week.
Sooner, right? Because it's such a big district.
Yeah, so they we're starting early.
Okay.
So we start next Tuesday as our first district game.
Okay.
And then we host a tournament here, and then the following week we already start
full-blown district.
Yeah, full district.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys have a relatively small non-district schedule because the district's so big. Okay. Because the season just started a week ago, last Tuesday. So who do you have on Friday?
This Friday, actually, this weekend we're going to Sinton.
Sinton, that's
right.
We're going
the
Sinton
Sinton
tournament. Harlingen South will be there, I think.
Yeah, they were there last year.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? I mean, have you looked at it at all? I mean, going up to Corpus, playing in the Corpus area?
Well, last year we went and we got first place. It was actually so unexpected because our setter got a concussion, so we were out of setter. And the setter we had recently tried, she was still new to it, so we honestly did pretty good, to have not our whole team complete.
Right.
And we adjusted so good to each other.
Not only that, but you're seeing different competition.
Yeah, well, Flower Bluff or Bluff?
Flower Bluff, yeah.
Yeah, Flower Bluff, Calallen or...
Calallen?
Calallen, yeah. We beat those teams. It was honestly, pretty good. We felt so good because, those teams are big.
Yes.
And for us to beat them when we didn't have our whole team, it felt good. And,
right.
I just really liked it. New competition, I guess, that we don't see here, repetitively. Because, here we play, the summer leagues, we end up playing each other at the end of the day,
right.
several times. And we hardly ever play, those Corpus teams.
But you eventually will.
Yeah, we'll eventually will in playoffs.
And, Gregory Portland, CC Veterans, the Flower Bluffs of the world.
Yeah.
So it's a good measuring stick for you all to go up there and see that.
Yeah, and try them. We also learn from them.
Right. Because, eventually you guys will meet them in the playoffs, and you guys
yeah, hopefully
will have an idea.
Yeah.
So I know those road trips got to be fun. There's a lot of team bonding. And
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
road trips.
Last year, sadly, we didn't make it to playoffs, but the longest road trip we had was to Washington, and we honestly had so much fun.
Yep.
I was basically the clown. I was scared of everything, but we had so much fun. We bonded so good, and then we got in the rooms. Obviously in the rooms it's when you bond more because you guys say things or communicate more to each other or open up more. And that's what helped us a lot last year too, going to Sinton and being able to talk with each other more and communicate and see them in a different way than just here we play and then we leave or it was pretty good. Those trips are fun.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Last year, this district, you had you had Pioneer, you had the 3 McAllens, and at one point in time, the 5 of you were all ranked in the state. I think it was top 10 in the state.
Yeah,
at
last
some
year
point.
we were ranked.
I mean,
I don't remember what. I don't remember how. What number?
Yeah, y'all were ranked in the top 10
Yeah.
at some point in time, whether it was you, Pioneer, or the 3 McAllens. And unfortunately, it's only 4 teams make it.
Yeah.
Just how tough was it playing in that district?
Oh, honestly, it was really tough. Well, last year was my first year, and not gonna lie, I would get a little nervous, but seeing the stands full with the student section and parents, people's the competition between the both student sections from each teams, it would get us so hyped, and that helped us a lot too, and not see the rival as a competition. And I don't know, it was pretty good.
Yeah, because a sophomore, so you still got
Yeah,
a couple years.
I still got a long way. Yeah,
you got a long way, but off to a good start in your career,
Yes.
and with this team. When was it last year that you realized, this is the varsity? these games are they're real and
well,
like a welcome to the varsity moment.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's because since I've been playing since I was little, it really doesn't like scare me much. But like how I said, like the student section, it's like when you have both student sections screaming at you, like cheering for each other. That's when I was like, damn, like I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're both like cheering for each other, and then like the parents, and then the coaches, and then like the bench, like.
Yep.
That's when I was like, it didn't bring me down. Like, I actually got like hyped. Like, oh my God.
It didn't overwhelm you.
I was like, like I'm playing here. Like, I really liked it.
So what was for like I asked Ava, what was the loudest gym you've played in?
I can say Row.
Row?
When we beat Row, that was the loudest gym. Like, both are like, our student section was really crazy that day. Like, and then our bench too. Like, we were just all, cause we went to fifth sets that day, and we were up like by 2 points, and they would come up. So then it was really tight, and that's in both our student section, and then us inside the court too, and like, it was just really loud that day.
18-7 United South with the lead here in the second set. They won the opening set 25-16 and looking good here in the second set. Kenesha Martinez was our player of the game. But I have a feeling by the time the season is over, you're going to have a collection of those medals.
I hope. I hope so too. I need to add to my wall.
There you go. So what was your off season like?
Like my routine?
Yeah, your routine.
Oh.
Did you outside of with the volleyball? Did you go on vacation or what was your off season like?
I played club in RGV Venom.
Okay.
And we made it to nationals in Indianapolis, and we actually got third place. And we played pretty tough teams. Like they're really good too over there. Like it's against the best, I guess. And we did really good. Then I tried out. Well, they called me for the Mexico U19 team, and I sadly didn't make it. But I mean, it doesn't bring me down. Like it just makes me try harder for next time. And I also went to nationals in Mexico this past 2 weeks ago, I believe, and we got second place there. We did pretty good too. And I mean, it's just been volleyball, really.
Yeah.
Like summer started with summer leagues.
Yep.
Then nationals in Indianapolis, come back, more volleyball summer leagues. Then leave to Mexico for nationals of volleyball, and then season already started by the time I got back.
Right. So no time for a break.
No, but I mean, well, I have like really fun times with my team. So.
How different is the game being played in Mexico than it is here in the States? Is there a change? Is there a difference at all, or?
Yeah, I would definitely say like their hitters over there, they play super smart, and like over there you would see more tipping than hitting actually. Like they make you play smart first, and you play against like people way older. When I started, I was 5, 6 years old, and I was playing against 30-year-olds.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, that's so crazy, and I guess that's the only difference. And also the setters, they do more like what's it called? They do more I forgot the word. Like more game calls. Like here it's normally like outside, middle, right side. That's how you would see. And over there we would like run different things, I guess you can say.
So outside of volleyball, what are your hobbies? I mean, or is it just volleyball?
If I'm being honest, all I do is sleep. Like I literally sleep all the time.
Yeah,
that's all I do.
Nothing wrong with that. Anything you binge watching on Netflix or Disney Plus?
I was actually rewatching Criminal Minds until they took it off of Netflix. So right now,
Stranger Things?
No, I'm actually not a fan of Stranger Things. I watched the first season, and I started the first episode of the second season, and I was like, I'm good. Like I didn't find it interesting.
What?
I like more like action. Well, I mean, I guess that's action too, but
sci-fi.
I mean, I'm not more into like monsters. I'm more into like action. Like Fast and Furious are my favorite movies. I can rewatch those all the time.
All 20 of them?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, they've been making Fast movies since
Yeah,
I was in elementary. So
Really?
yeah, Fast. The first Fast and the Furious came out like in, I don't know, 98 maybe, 99.
Damn, that's a long time ago.
It's a very long time ago.
But yeah, I'm more into those movies, and I think I started Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
It's really good. I like it. Pretty good.
What's your game day routine like?
Well, it's really, I mean, on a normal Tuesday, because it's a school day. Well, I just come to school, and we have fifth block, which is our last class. It's athletics, so it's volleyball. So we're just here, and then we all get ready, and we like focus on the game, right? And then 10, 15 minutes before we come out and play, or warm up on the court, we start like jamming to music, like we play, so we blast the speaker, and we just start singing and like motivating each other, warming
Taylor
up.
Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift is the one. That's the one we always do. Listen to.
What's on your playlist?
Actually, I never listen to music unless I'm with people and it's their music. But I guess what's always on my playlist is Bad Bunny. I love Bad Bunny and his songs.
United South looking to take the second set, 25-9. South gets a point, 24-10. So before we let you go, any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, to my teammates and my coach, and everybody that comes and support us. Which we don't really have a big student section.
Not today.
But once season starts, it'll be pretty good.
Once district rolls around, I'm pretty sure you guys will have a packed house here and there.
Yeah.
Especially in this district.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good student section.
That one out of the back row, and that is the second set, 25-11. United South takes it, and they are looking for the sweep. When we come back, Kenesha Martinez, thanks for joining us. Good luck in your next match against Harlingen South. When we come back, third set coming up on Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back. Third set, 25-16 in the first set. United South, 25-11 in the second set. So anytime we can grab a coach or a player and bring them on the broadcast as a special guest, we're going to go ahead and do that. You know, anytime we can talk volleyball and get a little insight, because it's not those opportunities don't come too often when you can get a player in between games to come on and talk. You can talk to them post-game, but anytime you can talk to them during the game and bring some and shed some light on what these kids do in the off season, how they spend their off seasons, and just kind of give us, you know, the backstory to their seasons. And it's always good info to catch up with players live on the air. So anytime that opportunity presents itself, you know, we'll go ahead and take advantage of that. Special thank you to both Ava Garza and Kanesha Martinez for joining us from the Lady Rattlers. And thank you to Coach Raul Castillo for loaning us his athletes. A good conversation with the both of them, and pretty interesting, huh? That they like to get hyped up to some Taylor Swift. That's a fun fact that probably most of you didn't know, but now you know. What gets the Lady Rattlers fired up? It's some Taylor Swift. Right now, the Lady Hawks trying to battle their way back here in the third set. Good opening rally on both sides. Ball is yet to hit the court. United South takes the lead in the first set, or rather in the third set, 1-0. Eleni Chavez at the service line, sets it up. And it's 2-0, so this will be United South's final match of the evening. Then we'll jump into our finale, and that is Harlingen South and Sherryland. And United South lost their opening match. To Sherryland in 4, and right now they are in cruise control, up 2-0. Tips that one over, gets the kill. So the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, now in Class 5A, made the postseason last year, bowed out in the bi-district round against PSJA. Years before that, they were accustomed to making the postseason and winning that bi-district round in the year before, the 2020. They went on to beat Mission in the bi-district round at Mission. That was Coach Lucio's last year at Harlingen South. The year before that, they beat Edinburgh High 2 years in a row in the bi-district round, and eventually losing to Mac High in the area round when both Mac High and Harlingen South, well, Harlingen South was still in 6A the last few years. Mac High, of course, moved down to 5A the previous realignment, so that's when they were still in 6A. But nonetheless, a string of successful years for Harlingen South is being consistent and making the postseason, especially out of that 32 6A district, as that one goes well out of the back row. And it's 5-2. Mallory Mireles, of course, the sophomore for Harlingen South, newcomer of the year last year, and really broke out onto the scene as a freshman for the Lady Hawks. That one just sneaks over the net, and that's a kill for United South. Sierra Sanchez. 5 sophomores on the team for Harlingen South. We'll talk more about the Lady Hawks when we come back on Real Sports Live.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
7-2 after the break. So talking about Harlingen South and their new district. 5 sophomores on the team with 4 seniors sprinkled in with some juniors. Last year, Harlingen South made the postseason as a 4 seed, and they lost at PSJ in that by-district round. Harlingen South is also on their 3rd head coach in as many years. Head coach Anisa Lucio directing the ship. Last year they had Lizette Esparza for 1 year, and then Dory Bettis taking over the program. Anisa Lucio, of course, still over at Los Fresnos. And the Lady Falcons are still in 32-6A. Not much changed. Well, you can say somewhat has changed in 32-6A, with both Donna North and Harlingen South making their exits out of 32-6A and it now being a 6-team district. And you talk about Harlingen South and Sherryland, and that could be a possible playoff preview with how these districts may shape up. That ball caromed off the rafter. Sending it back over with Sierra Sanchez, setting it back up, swinging it, getting the tip. Dug out in the back row. South trying to get rid of it. That's United South. Sierra Sanchez again getting her hands on it, sending it back over. Good rally from both sides. Swings it over, deep in the back row. Diving dig in the back. Good rally, and then going up with a soft touch. Kimberly Gutierrez saw that soft spot in the defense and took advantage. Another point, it's 11-3. Here in the 3rd set. (11-3) the score. United South goes up, gets the kill. It's 12-3. So our last guest, Rebecca Avila, joining us.
Hello.
How's it going?
Going good.
As promised, we were going to have a couple of guests here during the games. 12-3 the score. Make that 13-3. So Rebecca Avila, the team's libero?
Yes.
One of 2, right? 2 liberos on the team,
No,
more or less?
one.
Or just 1?
Yeah.
Okay. 10-point lead for United South here in the 3rd set. So, Rebecca, how has the season gone for you guys so far?
I think we've had a lot of ups and downs, but the team is super close this year. It's just the same thing as last year. It's all mental. That's all we really have to work on, I think.
What grade are you in? Forgive me.
I'm a senior.
You're a senior this year,
Yes.
so a couple of seniors on this team, right?
Yes.
You know, you guys have been around, the last few years and been through, like you said, ups and downs. Last year not making the playoffs. This year as a senior, that's got to be one of those things that bulletin board material where as a senior you want to make it back to the playoffs. Talk about the motivation this off season on wanting to get back.
Honestly, with the team being so close, it only makes us want to work so much harder and want to make the playoffs so much more. I feel like we've been working so hard all summer, all of last spring, and we all just want to end off these 4 years with a good season and get paid back for all our hard work.
14-6. So the tri-matches, how unique are these where you play one game and then you're going to play another, and then United South's playing South, and just what do you guys look at? What do you guys look for in these tri-matches?
I mean, the team that we haven't played, we look at how they play, you know, what are their faults, what are they good at. We kind of analyze them, so when we play them, we're a little bit more prepared.
Against United South, you guys took those first 2 sets, but in that third set, it was very shaky. What did Coach tell y'all after that third set?
I mean, just that we know what to do. We know how to play our game. It's just we can't get too confident. We have to finish it off in the third set. We have to make sure we get the job done.
South comes back and gets a point, trying to chip away at that lead. It's 15-7 here in the third set. You know, Harlingen South, I was just talking that they're now in 5A, so this is a potential playoff matchup for you guys somewhere down the road, just depending on how the districts winds up. So do you guys look at that and say, this is a team we might see down the road?
Honestly, I haven't really noticed that at all. So.
Well, because they've been in 6A.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's probably what you're thinking, that, they're in 32 6A. But a lot of people, including myself, tend to forget that Harlingen South is now in Class 5A. What are you guys looking forward to in your next match?
Looking forward to winning. That's pretty much it. I mean,
the main goal, right, to win?
Definitely doing a better job than we did on that last one. Mm-hmm. Always improving is always the goal for us.
What are some things maybe you guys are going to look to work on in this next set?
Continuing being more aggressive and just always doing that hard shot, getting our passes better because our passes were off this last game, and just playing our game and doing our best.
Hello, Ramirez, the sophomore, checks into the front row for Harlingen South. 16-9 the score. That one goes out of the back row. And it's 17-9. So you guys have the Sinton tournament this weekend, correct?
Yes, we do.
What are y'all looking forward to with that tournament?
Last year after we took the win, I mean, we're just excited to win again. We have to keep that tradition going and, you know, get Sherryland back up to being feared and being competition.
And, of course, this district, speaking of good competition, the 3 McAllens, you, Pioneer, you had PSJ North, you had Vela. How good can this district be?
I think this is a great district. It's really difficult, really competitive. It's a lot of mind games. It's just who has the most confidence and who wants it the most.
I'll ask you what I asked your buddies. What's the loudest gym you've played in?
Loudest gym?
We've had Memorial and we've had Row.
Probably the Memorial Gym. Oh, no, Mackay.
Mackay?
The crowd at Mackay is crazy. Crazy rude, but crazy. They're rude. They insult you.
Oh, boy. Well, we've had all 3 then. We have Memorial, we have Row, we have Mackay. That all 3 have been the louder gyms. I'm sure when I would talk to another time, I'm sure they would probably say Sherryland can get pretty loud. Because you guys can have quite a home court advantage, I should say.
Yeah.
More or less.
We've been trying to get our audience up and our.
They will. That's what we were talking about right now. That once the district comes around, Kenisha and I are that once district comes around, the student sections will come out.
Yeah.
Especially on Saturdays, whenever you guys have home games. 18-9 your score here in the third set. United South and Sherryland. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and let you go. You're going to get warmed up for your last match. Before I let you go, any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out to anyone?
Yeah, any shout-outs?
Shout out to my team. I love you guys. And Ana Ceci.
Rebecca Avila joining us. Thanks, and good luck in your next match.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right. 19-9 the score, and Sherryland, they're going to get warmed up. They have one more match coming up against Harlingen South. And that'll wrap up this tri-match. So 19-10 is your score. That one dug out in the back row. And that point will go to Harlingen South. So playing a little bit better. They've a lot more collective here in this third set, but trying to avoid a sweep. Sets it back up. South now on the attack with the left hand out of the back row. And it's 20-11. So Harlingen South does have one more match in their back pocket, and that's against Sherryland. So there's still time to right the wrong. And United South looking to walk out of here, splitting their matches at a game apiece. 21-11 the score. Send that one over, and that is an ace. Chalk that up for Melanie Chavez. So a special thank you to Kanesha Martinez, Ava Garza, and Rebecca Avila for joining us here on the broadcast. Let's talk a little volleyball. We had to cut Rebecca's interview just a little short, as they got a match to prepare for, and another ace. And it's 23-11 United South. So for the United South fans tuning in, thank you for tuning in from Laredo. Hopefully we'll see you all down the road come the postseason. And we wish United South safe travels back to Laredo. They're looking to pack this one up. And it's now match point. So United South entered with a 500 record, and they'll leave with a 500 record, and that is the match. United South sweeps Harlingen South in straight sets, 25-16, 25-11, 25-12. Our player of the game, Natalie Mendiola, the team's libero. All right, that wraps it up. United South, safe travels back home out west. They split their tri-match at a game apiece. When we come back, the finale, Harlingen South taking on the host team,